Alright you guys, here again for another hopefully exciting episode of Trail Camera Pickup. Back up here at my favorite spot, the Cypress Creek Natural Area in Jupiter. We're here in the eastern part of the park. Last time I had my cameras up here in the northwest section where I got all the coyotes. And this time I moved them back over here to the east. And I got them somewhat in the middle up here, so let's go pick them up and see what we get. Pretty neat. I'm calling this a bittersweet trail camera pickup because I'm thinking it's going to be my last one for 2016. Today is the Sunday before Thanksgiving. And if everything goes as planned, I want to go back down to the swamp at least 3 days this coming weekend and just have some swamp therapy and put my cameras back out there. That's really something I want to do, is put my cameras down in the Fakahatchee for at least a month. Just forget about them if possible and just leave them down there and go back a month and a half or so if I can stand it. And hopefully by then you have some sweet action with some panthers and bears, and you never know what you might get down there. So I've pretty much worn this place out, and I got my coyotes last time. So I'm on to bigger and better things. I want to put them down in the swamp, get some panthers, or maybe find a little spot where I could get an Everglades mink. I guess that's my next ultimate target species. We're walking here on the historic Indian Town Trail going west. This was built in or finished in 1899 and was replaced in the 1950s with the paved Indian Town Road, which is right there. So the literature says that it used to take 2 days by ox-drawn cart to get from Jupiter to Indian Town. So you can just imagine what that was like. Got 160 feet to get to camera number 1. I'm real curious about this camera pickup because this is the first time that I've had these cameras out in the field where I didn't use my secret formula stink bomb attractant, which consists of a couple cans of sardines, an 8-ounce bottle of clam juice, a little bit of water, and a little bit of vegetable oil to give it some thickness. And I usually find a little log or a stump, put it in front of the camera and squirt the liquid on there just to give the animals something to smell and hopefully stops them in their tracks as they're walking by the camera. Only got 60 feet to go. Without using the attractant, I knew I had to rely on finding a good trail like this here, and I put the camera on the border of a little cypressy wetland area and kind of the piney upland area. So I did see this trail coming through here. So I figured this would be a good spot to set the camera, and I do see it right there. So that's good. Yeah, right here you see a lot of tracks and things. So I'm hoping I just caught some deer or hogs, coyotes, anything walking right through here. So let's open this thing up, see what we get. All right, cross your fingers. Oh yeah, sweet. So if I go into mode playback, 57 videos. So that's pretty good. In 2 weeks, 57 videos just on a trail with no attractant or anything. We'll go put them on the computer, see what we get. All right, good luck. I'll come back and get you in 2 weeks. Looks like a good spot. A lot of tracks through here. See you. Alright, that was a pretty good spot. That one deer was a monster. Little pack of coyotes, lots of hogs, bobcat, turkeys. So that was a pretty good spot. I'm proud of my Daniel Boone animal trapping skills to pick a good spot where you get a nice little path that a lot of animals walking through right on the edge of the upland area over here, and the little wetland swamp over here, so it kind of forces them to walk along the edge. So even without my stink bomb attractant, putting the camera in a good spot where there's a lot of activity seemed to pay off. There's something pretty cool out here. An old homestead, probably from the early 1900s, out here along the historic Indian Town Trail. Nothing left but the chimney. There's some rocks over here. I'm wondering if it was part of the structure. It's like a fence post with some nails in it. But you're standing in what probably once was the living room. And all that's left is the old fireplace and chimney. There's another one of these over in Riverbend Park, which is only a couple miles to the east here. So I'd like to know the history of these, how old they are and what they used to be. That's pretty cool. The next camera is 179 feet over here. Let's go see what we get. These old trails or roads here kind of going off in either direction. And this camera I put where this road comes through, and it can go to the 90-degree turn to the left, or I saw this little clearing here which looks like all animal tracks through here. So I figured that an animal that didn't make the turn to the left would just keep continuing on straight through here, and I put my camera right here on this tree. So there it is. Let's power it up, see if it's working. Oh yeah. Go up into playback mode. 48 videos. So 48 videos in 14 days. Not too bad. But it looks like a lot of fresh hog stuff here, so I'm sure we got some of those guys. Let's go put them on the computer, see what we get.